Hey guys, Magnus Robert here, bringing you another Dead Walking Dead character video. Today we will be looking at yet another saviour, and that saviour is Gordon, and I'll also just be going over his unseen wife Maria too. So Gordon is of course male. He is played by Michael Cialaba. He is late 30s and first appeared in The Cell. Maria is female, and that's all I have on her. Before the outbreak, both Gordon and Maria met and married, and when the outbreak began, they survived on their own for a good few months until they eventually found and joined the Sanctuary and the Saviors. There he was friendly with Dwight, but soon Negan and the group became violent and thuggish. Both of them worked as workers, and it's clear that Gordon didn't like who the Saviors were. Maria eventually died of an unknown cause and was buried at the Sanctuary. She likely died from walkers or a natural cause. This just made Gordon want to leave the Sanctuary ever more, and mentally he was planning to flee. He also had some sort of debt that he had to pay back. In Season 7, Gordon collects eggs from a chicken coop and suddenly Negan comes and he bows. He then gives Dwight a jaded look as the former walks away. Later, Gordon decides to finally leave the Sanctuary, and he does so. The Saviors get wind and send Dwight after him, and later he's seen on the road struggling to kill a zombie when Dwight spots him. Gordon struggles with the walker but pushes it to the ground, but as he does, Dwight pushes him to the ground too. Dwight eventually gets the upper hand and begins to walk back to the Sanctuary with Gordon at gunpoint. He tells Gordon that now he owes a lot more than he did before. Gordon asks Dwight to let him go, but Dwight tells him he can't. But he doesn't give Gordon an answer as to why. Gordon brings up what happened to him and what happened to Sherry, being forced to marry Negan, and Dwight tells him to shut up and that there is nowhere else to go, as everything is Negan's or will be. Dwight tells Gordon to keep walking, but he doesn't. He instead tells Dwight it's okay if he kills him. Dwight tries to lay down the law, but Gordon doesn't budge, saying that he can't go back. He argues that Negan has made them all believe that there is no other way, that being a thug is the only way, but he says that Negan is just one man. They could overthrow him, but they just don't seem to want to for some weird reason. Dwight argues they're winning and surviving because of Negan, and Gordon brings up his wife and how they thought it'd be okay. They thought they could just fight all the monsters. Gordon then gets on his knees, wanting Dwight to kill him. As Dwight tells him to get up repeatedly, Gordon says there's nothing back there for him, and that Dwight feels and he remembers that he, has emotions. In an effort to pretend to Gordon that he isn't that friendly man that he once was, Dwight begins to threaten to kill everyone Gordon speaks to at the Sanctuary and chain them to the fence and feed them shit sandwiches. He also threatens to dig up Maria's body and feed it to some crows. Gordon is shocked and horrified and tells Dwight that he won. He gets up and begins to walk off. Dwight begins to follow but soon stops and has a change of heart. He aims his gun at Gordon and does this to Gordon. Shot in the back by Dwight. Gordon is then brought back to the Sanctuary by either Dwight or some workers, and of course he reanimates. Two workers then chain Gordon to the Sanctuary fence so he can pay his debts on the fence as a walker. In Season 8, whilst unseen, Gordon's walker is killed when Gabriel and Rick blow down the fence with the explosive RV. So, R.I.P. Gordon, and of course his late wife Maria. Gordon is a great parallel for Dwight. Gordon and Dwight are in the same situation really, both trapped because of one man and both not really wanting to be there and live this life. The difference is Dwight still has Sherry, despite her being quote-unquote married to Negan now, and of course he can still lose her. Gordon though lost his wife, so he didn't have much to lose. He didn't have anything to lose. Gordon's story is actually really tragic, and to be honest, Dwight killing him is evident of how far he had come. Anyway, tell me your thoughts on Gordon, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.